Hi dear cricket fans, subscribers and friends of Cricket Happenings. This is your host Ram once again with your favorite edition of Cricket Happenings today, where there are two matches being played. The one match that I'm going to talk about, I'll be taking you live to the match which is currently underway between Canada and Pakistan, where Pakistan making 184 were in danger of actually facing the same upset that Ireland did it to England. But fortunately for Pakistan, Canada are now struggling actually. They're 136 for 9 currently in 42 overs. Another 49 runs required in 48 balls with 1 wicket remaining. It's a very stiff task now. And Afridi has been the hero, having 5 wickets for 23 runs. I'll be talking about that match, and hopefully by the time I actually cover the match between South Africa and Netherlands, which South Africa actually won very handsomely by 231 runs, then I can give you some cricket commentary too and take you to the final analysis of this particular match, hopefully so. So let's start off here. South Africa, Netherlands. Well, it was Netherlands who actually won the toss and chose to field on this wicket. And well, the openers, the South African innings was totally built around an accumulated innings of Amla, who played in a very steady manner, contributing his first century in the World Cup, 113 runs of 130 balls with 8 fours. He was the steady accumulator there. A.B.D. Villiers was the one who had another century, and this was A.B.D. Villiers actually getting his second consecutive century in World Cup. And 134 runs to him of 98 balls with 13 fours and 4 sixes. 3 sixes of Bernard Lutz was hit consecutively. And well, as I said, Hashim Amla and A.B.D. Villiers were the ones on which the South African innings was totally built on. 351 for 5, they finished it. And then a brief cameo coming from J.P. Duminy, clubbing the ball to absolutely all parts of the ground. Not out, in fact, he made 40 runs of just 15 deliveries, 2 fours and 4 sixes. And other than that, there was not very minor contribution. Graham Smith was out for 20. Callis made only 2. And Mon Van Wyk was not out on, and Duplessis, making his debut in the World Cup, was not out on 18 of 14 balls with 1 4. As far as the bowling figures go, Mudassir Bakhari was the best bowler on show today. He bowled with good line and length, with a lot of common sense, and 10 overs no made and none for 44 his figures. Westjic 9 overs went for 76. Doshat 10 overs no made and 3 for 72. Bernard Lutz 9 overs 1 for 60. Peter Silla, the left arm spinner, was unimpressive today, came under the wilting blade of Amla and de Villiers, none for 74 of his 10 overs, and Cooper bowled 2 overs for 18 runs. As far as Netherlands were concerned, well, they were absolutely no match for South Africa. They totally petered out. In fact, they had a good start. They actually took the score on well till 81 for 2, when Wesley Baresi, the opening batsman, the wicketkeeper opening batsman, who put on 44. In fact, they put on 26 for the first wicket. Karvizi was out, cotton bowled by Callis for 10. But after that, Wesley Baresi was the highest scorer with 44 of 66 balls, 5 fours. And that was it for Netherlands. As from 81, they totally collapsed to 120 all out. And the bowling was, the wickets were shared by Callis, who took the earlier wicket, 6 overs no made and 2 for 19. Imran Tahir's leg spin yielded him 6.5 overs no made and 19 runs and 3 wickets. Robin Peterson also bowled 5 overs, 22 runs and 2 wickets. Duminy bowled 6 overs no made and 16 runs and 1 wicket. 5 overs none for 18 for Mon Markel. Dale Steyn 6 overs 1 made and 1 for 26. The match was very quickly wrapped up. 120 all out in the 35th over for Netherlands. And well, there were not any contribution. Cooper made 9, Zidrin 15, Doshat 11. Bas Zidrin has been the real worry for Netherlands in this whole World Cup. He's a very accomplished batsman, but unfortunately has been failing in the World Cup. De Groot 12. Peter Bourne, the captain, made 3. Mudassir Bakhari not. Peter Silla was not out on 2. Lutz 6 and Westjic dot. And that's it. The man of the match went to A.B.D. Villiers of South Africa for his wonderful knock of a century there. And this match was over and dusted. Now I'm going to take you live to the match between Canada and Pakistan. Right now what I have is 138 for 9 Canada in reply to Pakistan, who were rolled out for 184 by Canada. And probably one thought there's going to be an upset, but Pakistan have come back really hard, and this pitch is not easy to bat on. Well, that's the end of the Canadian innings, and Pakistan have finally won this match by 47 runs. Wahab Riaz has clean bowled Henry Osinde, the last man. Kuram Chauhan is not out on 5, and Pakistan have won this match by 47 runs in the end. They would be very happy with that result, because they would have been probably thinking that probably there was another upset coming in after Ireland beat England. But Pakistan bowlers, and especially, as I said, Shahid Afridi was the hero. Shahid Afridi getting 10 overs, no made, and 23 runs and 5 wickets. What a difference this captain of the Pakistani teams makes to the whole scheme of things for Pakistan. He's there with everything, bat, ball, field, wherever he is. Shahid Afridi is always there. And now what I'm going to talk about is I'm going to talk about the Pakistani innings. Which is currently, I mean, how much Pakistan made. Pakistan made 184, actually batting first after choosing to bat. And well, the openers failed. Mohammad Hafiz was gone for 11. Ahmed Shahzad made only 12. Kamran Akmal was gone for 16 of 38 balls, 2 fours. Yunus Khan was taken by LBW bowled Baidwan for 6. The only person who played well was Misbah ul Haq, who made 37 of 68 balls with 1 4. Umar Akmal was the highest scorer, 48 of 68 balls with 4 fours and 1 6. And Shahid Afridi contributed a quick 20 of 17 balls with 2 fours. Other than that, there was not much resistance from the Pakistani team. Yes, there was definitely some assistance on the pitch. The ball was moving in the air and off the pitch too, and that was made life difficult for the Pakistani batsmen, and probably a bit of overconfidence too, where the ball is nipping in, and the best bowler without a doubt was Harveed Baidwan, who bowled beautifully. 8 overs, 1 made and 35 runs and 3 wickets. Rizwan Chima 8 overs, no made and 2 for 33. Balaji Rao bowled well, 10 overs, no made and 250. Hansra was very impressive, 6 overs, 1 made and 1 for 23. But Harveed Baidwan was the one who was really sticking it on to Pakistan and bowling in a very good areas. Well, as far as Pakistan were concerned, they were 184 all out, and this score looked very undefendable. And as I said, probably one would have expected another upset to happen. But well, Pakistan came very hard on that. Pakistan knew that they need to really pull it off. But let me talk about as I already talked about the bowling figures of the Canadian bowlers who bowled well. I think I will give real credit to the Canadian bowlers. It was very sad that Khurram Chauhan, who bowled 3.3 overs, no made and none for 10, couldn't take any further part in the match. He's a good bowler. Osinde was very impressive, 1 for 25. And well, I would say the bowlers definitely did the job, but I think Canadian batsmen have to be blamed that they couldn't actually perform the job of actually getting this paltry score of 184. I think the ball definitely did a bit. There was some bounce and some turn too, and that's what Shahid Afridi capitalized on, 5 for 23. As far as the Canadian innings were concerned, the opening was not so good. In fact, the Pakistan bowling also didn't start off well, with Umar Gul actually spraying a lot of wides and also giving the batsmen a lot of room. And well, the openers were back in the hut very early. Gunashekhar was LBW, bowled Umar Gul for 8. And Nitish Kumar, the baby of the team, 16-year-old, was clean bowled by Abdul Razak for 2. And they were 16 for 2. But after that, there was a good partnership which came between Rashid Bagha, the captain, and Zubin Sarkari, who was very impressive. And then Jimmy Hansra was the highest scorer with 43 to his credit of 75 balls, 4 fours and 1 6. And that was a good partnership. When Bagha actually left at the score on 44 for Canada, they took the score on to 104. That was a very impressive partner. It was going on very well, and that was the time when the spinners were introduced, with Shahid Afridi and Saeed Ajmal operating in tandem, and that was what did the trick. As Zubin Sarkari was LBW bowled Saeed Ajmal for 27 of 67 balls with 2 fours. Jimmy Hansra was clean bowled with Shahid Afridi, and Shahid Afridi made good use of the googly, or the wrong one as you call it, and he really made the batsmen pay for their mistakes, because he first had the wicket of Sarkari, he was LB Ajmal. Rizwan Chima, the person who could have blasted the Pakistani attack, was gone for a googly from Shahid Afridi. He didn't know anything about it. He was clean bowled by Shahid Afridi for 4. And Shahid Afridi also cleaned up Jimmy Hansra, who was the highest scorer, was looking very impressive. He also hit one very good 6 for the bowling of Mohammad Hafiz, but he was gone. LBW bowled Shahid Afridi bowled by Shahid Afridi for 43. And then that was all. That was a matter of just reading a phone number 490510, when it was Rizwan Chima out for 4, Gordon was out for 9, Baidwan was clean bowled by Shahid Afridi for a duck, Khurram Chauhan not out on 5, Balaji Rao was run out for 1. Balaji Rao actually had a lot of problems with the Pakistani fielders there, and also while he was bowling too. Probably Balaji Rao is a sort of a bit of a hot-tempered person, and he was having a lot of needling going on between Balaji Rao and the Pakistani fielders, also while batting as well as bowling. Henry Osinde made a duck, 138 all out Canada, and Pakistan winning this match by 46 runs. They would be very glad that they did here. 138 all out. Abdul Razak 7 overs 2 maidens, 1 for 16. Umar Gul 7 overs 1 maiden, 1 for 20 for Umar Gul. Shahid Afridi bowled the best, 10 overs no maiden, 5 for 23, and I'm sure Shahid Afridi should be the man of the match here. Babri has 5.5 overs no maiden, 1 for 23. Saeed Ajmal 8 overs, no maiden run for 31. Mohammad Hafiz bowled 5 overs for 21 runs. And if you see the body language of the Pakistani bowlers and fielders, even though the score was very paltry, 184, they defended it very well. And when I was seeing the match here, I saw that the bowlers and the fielders were very happy. They were looking relaxed. They were not really worried about it, and that was what really made it count in the end. Because what they did is they played very well, they bowled very well, and they were not under any pressure. They thought that yes, probably Pakistan thought yes they could do it, even though Canada actually rolled them out for 184. But let me give credit to Canada for this wonderful effort they put in. Well, Canada, you would have never got a better opportunity to actually wipe out Pakistan in this particular match. But good luck in your remaining matches for Canada. Well, let me see what is tomorrow's game. I'm just trying to check, dear fans, what is tomorrow's game. I don't have the results right now. I don't have the news right now. But that's it, dear cricket fans. So wins for South Africa by 231 runs, win for Pakistan over Canada by 47 runs, and Pakistan really escaped here, I would say. But first credit to Canada for bowling out. The batsmen of Canada couldn't actually do the job, but the Pakistani bowlers really performed. Shahid Afridi in particular, 5 for 23, and Shahid Afridi is proving, I think he should be the highest wicket taker in this World Cup so far. Well done, Shahid Afridi. Keep up the good work. And Canada, keep up the good work in this World Cup. I wish you good luck. That's it, dear cricket fans, subscribers, and friends for Cricket Happenings. This is your host, Ram, signing off. Thank you.